These old impossible levels, originally meant to be either final future top 1s or mostly just humanly impossible levels, are close to being verified. Some are even closer than you think, with the onslaught of just a bunch of old impossible levels being verified because we're just that good at the game now. Levels like Sakupin Circles, Critical Error, Silent Circles, and Slaughterhouse sort of, but they're really just new levels. And levels like Grief and the Apocalyptic Trilogy very close. So which impossible levels, old impossible levels, are close to being verified? I will say I will not include Unknown because it was created first less than 2 years ago to my knowledge, and also I won't be including Natural Disaster because it was only discovered recently as well. I couldn't really find anything on that was uploaded more than a few months ago. So first up is pretty obvious, I think literally everyone has heard about this one, Silent Club Step. Silent Club Step is in some ways the impossible level, and if it's not, then Silent Club is. Silent Club Step is one of the most iconic impossible levels from the 1.8 to 1.9 era. You know, before impossible levels kinda got ruined by Tosh Deluxe and 2.0. It's gone on to inspire many levels, and it was originally meant to be theoretically possible, but not really humanly possible because, well, those are two different things, really. But we've actually gotten so good at the game that now it's actually really close to its verification. Paco and Vision both have really good progress on this level. It's hard to say which one of the two is in the lead, as Paco has 72% on the level as well as 11 to 100, while Vision actually has the level backwards. He did everything after the pre-drop and then kind of did the pre-drop, sort of. So he beat it backwards. I could see this being verified in the next couple months, but then again, this is just such a ridiculously hard level, it's very hard to tell. But I definitely think it will be verified before the end of 2022, just kind of a matter of which month. So this next level you might not know as much about, Silent Poltergeist. Silent Poltergeist is pretty much the last Silent level that hasn't really been verified yet, one of the original ones really. I mean, I guess there's Element 111RG, which we'll talk about in a second, but this is one of the last really big impossible levels that is definitely possible. I mean, there's levels like Silent Circles that are also really popular that haven't been verified yet, but no one's really going to beat the original Silent Circles without some sort of scroll clicking. And even with that, it would be extremely difficult. But I looked at Silent Poltergeist again, because I remember seeing it years and years ago for this video, and it actually looks pretty much like it could be very much legitimately verified very soon. It's probably an absolute nightmare to play considering that it's literally the worst way of gameplay possible. You can certainly say that it took inspiration from Poltergeist, that's for sure. I mean, everything about it just screams 2.0 impossible level at you, and I think overall this is like the one level that sort of sums it all up in a good way. So I hope to see maybe this redecorated and people going for it. There are some world records on it, people have made progress in the level before. I could see this being verified sometime in 2023. People aren't exactly as interested in this level as they are with like Silent Club Step or other levels. And while no one may actually care enough to verify this for a little while, it is very much possible. So next up is Orochi. Now, technically this is an old impossible level, and Nobbleeboy wanted to verify it, but then, he just left. I don't know, he went to go get the milk or something. We haven't seen him in 2 years. I think he showed up twice. He showed up once when Knight Rider was verified or something, and then he showed up another time when the Bloodlust Moon was taken away, but other than that he's been radio silent. So here's what I kind of think will happen with this level. Kuluk and Zephyrox will finish their parts of the level or whatever by the end of 2023 or something, because everyone has this level on the back burner. Then it will probably be put up for open verification once people realize that Nobbleeboy isn't going to do anything. Then it'll probably be verified sometime in 2024 or 2025, something like that. Honestly, the fate of this level is very uncertain, and it's pretty sad to me because this is an actually pretty cool level in my opinion. So next up we have Misanthrope. So Misanthrope is sort of an impossible level now because it's taken way too long for it to actually get finished, so it's kind of just been sitting there as a layout for a while and people have been making progress on it. Sort of just making it into an impossible level. And honestly, at this point, the actual layout version doesn't even look too bad. It's it's just 1.0 decoration. I could see that just being verified and that being a thing because honestly, it doesn't even look too bad. It doesn't really need to be decorated. If this got verified and it got rated, I mean, I wouldn't really care. I think that'd be kind of cool anyways. Although I do think it should have some sort of decoration, but the current decoration planned is all hell themed, so that sucks. And then there's also rumors that this was going to be split into 2 parts, so there isn't really much. It's sort of like Orochi, we don't really know what's going on with this level, but it is sort of out there, so it could be verified. And lastly, we have Death Corridor. Well, sort of, because element 111 energy, but whatever. Death Corridor has been in the works for years. The decoration is a little inconsistent, but I'll give it a pass because this level is so deceivingly hard. Because the level looks a lot easier than it actually is. There's a lot of frame perfects in this level. Some might even say a sea of frame perfects. And I wish good luck to Kugelblitz, who's trying to verify this. I could see Kugel probably verifying this at some point during 2023 or 2024, but then again, it's a little more unpredictable because he hasn't really been too publicly active. So the last level I'm going to talk about today, sort of, is Element 111RG. I decided to put this in the video because it's technically an Old Impossible level, sort of. And obviously I'm not going to get to every Old Impossible level currently being verified in this video, that's just ridiculous, there's tons of them. But then again, the version that we have is technically never going to be the right one because we don't actually know what the level looks like. We just have a general idea. So there's not really much of a way that we can get the exact replica, so technically the original Element 111RG will probably never be verified, no matter how good we are at the game, because we don't know what it looks like. Unless the creator of the level somehow has it on like an old phone from like 8 years ago. There are of course many other possible levels I don't know of, or that just aren't as well known, so you can leave a comment down below what is your favorite upcoming Old Impossible level that people are actually trying to verify. I do think overall having Old Impossible levels being verified is really interesting, I just don't think that it should become the main thing. Like, there are cool new projects like Ascension to Heaven that aren't Old Impossible levels that are probably much more fun to play. And while it is really cool to have Old Impossible levels verified, it shouldn't be everything that we focus on. There are other projects worthy of our attention that are usually better. Having an Old Impossible level verified is just to show how far we've come as a community. Really, it's not going to be as special if you find some old Impossible level that you made, you know, when you were like 6 or something, and just, you know, having that redecorated and verified because it probably plays like garbage and no one really knew about it, so it doesn't really have any significance. Whereas with like Sakupin Circles or Death Corridor, it kind of shows, you know, this used to be considered really impossible, but now it's not. You know, it's been verified. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Discord link is in the description, hopefully. And yeah, subscribe if you liked the video. I will try to go back to like uploading pretty frequently. I was on vacation, now I'm back. I might have the virus at this point, I don't know. I'm probably going to do a lot more like streaming highlights videos that I might make closer to like the Riot's Demise sort of video, because I think that's an interesting style I want to explore more as well. And yeah, see you later.